To the rules in the locker room, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back into the corners. Good luck, guys.
And the veteran referee, Dan Mergliata, the third man in the Bellator cage tonight. And we know Willie Gates doesn't have a lot of jiu-jitsu experience. Jimmie Rivera, not necessarily a strength of his, but knowing Gates has none of it, you think that's something that Jimmie Rivera will try to exploit tonight?
Yeah, I think if I'm Jimmie Rivera, I'm going to use my grappling to my greatest advantage. It's the place you can control the fight the most, take the least amount of damage, and I'm going to look for Rivera to take a shot off of a couple punches here.
All right, we are underway. You see Gates on the left side of your screen. Both guys wearing red with black, and likely a feel-out process to begin here.
A high kick to the head just grazes the gloves of Rivera there.
Rivera trying to mix it up there a little bit with the strikes. The Superman fist doesn't land, but he did try it.
Crazy Shoney Carter spinning back fist.
Nice leg kick there by Gates, lands.
And off of the shot. Those double underhooks. He presses against the cage really well. That's going to help him use leverage to take Gates down.
Yeah, Gates certainly was aware that this was going to be the strategy of Jimmie Rivera. He's going to try and stand and bang, but he knows Rivera, as you mentioned, the grappling pedigree. That will be the goal. Execute takedowns, try and get submissions if they're available.
Yeah, I think Rivera is just going to use the cage. He's going to try to sink down and grab a double leg here and use that cage as his friend to suck him off and take this fight to the ground. Gates doing a good job, though, of keeping him up and not being able to letting him drop down and grab him into that single.
And Mergliata steps in as expected. Not a lot of action there up against the cage.
I don't know. That seemed like a little bit of a quick separation.
Nice left hand lands there for Rivera. Ooh, miss on the left hook there by Gates.
Gates wants to take Rivera's head off with those punches. Almost did for that one.
Rivera has those hands up again. He goes for the takedown and he gets it.
Beautiful. We get a leg trip there by Rivera. Get those double underhooks underneath. Work that leg trip. You see a lot of guys using leg trips now. You don't prepare for that nearly as much as the double leg and fighting off of the singles and stuff. You're going to look for Rivera now to keep Gates on his back and try to pass out of that half guard, bringing his right knee over the leg of Gates, and he's going to try to pass it there and get in a side mount.
Well, we'll see what Willie Gates is made of on his back. Probably foreign territory for him, given just the one fight in his mixed martial arts career. Trains under Franklin Aguirre in California.
Rivera's still working to pass that. He needs to take his right hand and push down on Gates' left leg and drive that knee over either into mount or into cross side so that he can kind of advance that position. One of the things you hear a lot is use it or lose it. Oh, now Rivera moves to the back, Gates. This could be the end of the night for Gates here.
Yeah, Gates is scrambling. You see Rivera with a cut opened up actually on his forehead. You saw the blood there on the canvas. Gates trying to avoid the submission here. You know, Rivera's looking for the rear naked choke.
Yeah, Rivera's doing a good job there of getting hand control and trying to work that right hand around the neck. He's going to control his hand with the other arm, clinch it together, put the squeeze on, and it's just a matter of will then if Gates can hold out if that choke is deep enough.
It doesn't seem like Gates is in a ton of danger here. He seems to be scrambling and seems to be able to get Rivera off him when he tries to secure that rear naked choke.
Yeah, what Gates is going to want to do here is get wrist control of one of those hands coming around from Rivera there and then turn into him. It's a good position to do it. His back is against the cage and he doesn't have a lot of maneuverability room.
Again, Gates really mixing up the striking there, no matter the position he's on, as he works into the full mount there from Rivera. But he probably opened up that strike with an elbow when he was on his back.
Yeah, he went from a great position and got into a good position. Being on the back, the only thing I like better about being on back than being on mount is that it's harder for the guy to hit you when you're on his back. But from here, if you can't get that choke in, you can at least do some ground and pound, which is how he said he wanted to end the fight. Working in on a front headlock now, and back to the back. He's got one hook in there. See if Gates can stop him. Nope, both hooks in by Rivera.
Couple strikes then land there on Gates.
And you know, it gets really tiring when you have to ride someone else's body weight, whether it's on your back or mounted. And it looks like Gates may be showing a little bit of fatigue going into the first round here. We got about 20 seconds left. He may get saved by the bell if he doesn't get this choke sprawled out and get that leverage across it.
Rivera got a choke in here, Jason?
Yeah, Rivera, I don't think it's deep enough. I don't think Rivera's elbow is deep enough underneath. You got 10 seconds left.
10 seconds to go in the round. Gates trying to hold on and not suffer from the submission. We are back with round 2 right after this.
Let's go.
Follow me. Sit into it. This guy, no,